So hello guys, this is a V85 November Papa Victor. This is just a quick two cent regarding the shack. So basically I'm working mostly on HF band. I'm not very active. Last time I was a bit active on the V on UHF band, but not anymore. So basically I focus really on the HF band. So I would say 90% of the equipment here is homebrew or coming from a kit, is home-built. So just to start, this is a UBTX. It's fully modified with DSP, AGC, ALC, a lot of feature inside, a lot of push button, you know, in order to have a quick access menu, different potentiometer to adjust the power level and so on. So it's quite a nice transceiver. I use mostly this transceiver for digital mode, PSK, RTTY on FT8, and also to do frequency monitoring. So it's nice transceiver. I have this transceiver for 4 years now. It's a very nice transceiver. Of course, it's fully modified since this transceiver was released mostly to be hackable and to be modified. So it's a very nice one. This one, it's a SDR transceiver. I will come back later because it's mostly a copy and paste mostly from this one. So this one, it's also a UBTX, but very different. In fact, it's fully modified. It's a clone. In fact, it's the same, almost the same thing like this one, but this one was completely redesigned by myself. So I redesigned all the PCB and everything. And in fact, all the mods I include here, mostly this is external from the initial PCB, I include into this PCB. So same, it's a very nice transceiver. On this one, mostly I'm using for CW. This one, this is my, I will say, sorry, there is a little cable in the middle. This is my main transceiver. It's SDR transceiver, QSD, QSC. So you need a software. Here it's a power SDR. It's a special release for this kind of transceiver. This transceiver is driven by a USB port with Arduino Nano, and it's from 1 to 30 megahertz. The output power for this transceiver, it's about 20 watts, let's say. This one, in fact, is the same. The only difference compared to this one is the output power. So that's why it's a little bit teeny compared to the main one. And the output power is about 4 to 5 watts. The PCB for this transceiver is here. This is a release I start for a friend. I'm going to build this transceiver for a friend. So this transceiver is not my creation. Definitely, it's a creation from YE3 Charlie India Foxtrot from Indonesia. It's a very nice old man and a very nice, great homebrewer. So this is this transceiver and this transceiver. The only difference is the output power. So here the computer, mostly I have two screens, one screen for the logging and one screen for the SDR transceiver, since I'm using quite a lot this transceiver, so that's why two screen is not mandatory, of course, but it's quite convenient. Here, this is a DJ console providing MIDI protocol, and with this console, you see, I'm moving, I can control the TRX. In fact, this console can control all the TRX, UBTX, this one. So it's very convenient. You have also, of course, the VFO. You can change the mode, you can put on tune, or you can change the AF level. I can control everything. This part of the MIDI controller was dedicated last time for rotator controller, but currently I have no more beam antenna. It will be I will put back the beam antenna within the next 2 months, but for the moment I'm not using a beam antenna anymore. Here, this is 2 power amplifier. Homebrew. This amplifier is about 150 watt. This is my main amplifier. This is the amplifier, since I'm using a lot CW, this is the amplifier I use the most. This one, I will say it's a backup amplifier, can go up to 300 watts, but it's not even plugging at the back. It's really a backup. Maybe I'm going to remove from the shelf, put it in the garage or on the shelf. So this is my main amplifier. Mostly it's about using this amplifier with an output power CW about 80 to 120 watts. So it's a very nice amplifier. One tube only. So it's a 6P45S Russian tube. It's a kind of clone of the EL519 tube was using during the old time for the color TV. This one is a very old amplifier. It's an amplifier I bought as a kit about almost 40 years ago. It belongs to an old man who didn't have the time to assemble the amplifier. So I have this amplifier for about 30 years, more than 35 years, sorry. But basically I'm not using it a lot, since this amplifier is more than enough, especially for CW on, for example, FT8 or this kind. So sometimes I'm using it when communication become a little bit difficult, but since all my transceiver are not very high power, basically this amplifier, the output power I'm using this amplifier is about 300 up to 400 watts, because normally to have the maximum output power for this amplifier is about 80 to 90 watts to have about 700 to 800 watts. But since it's driven only by a maximum about 30 watts, so you can't easily understand that the maximum power I cannot achieve. So here, this is the, let's say, the latest part of the shack. It's ATU. I bought it as a kit and finished it, in fact, recently. And because I swapped my antenna before, I was using a N-Fed from 80 to 10 meters band. I was not fully satisfied, and now I'm using, surprisingly, a long wire, 30 meters long, and with a 1/8 transformer. And of course, with this kind of configuration, it's a long wire. They call that also a random wire. I need to use a ATU for most of the band. The good thing that it can cover all band from WARC up to the standard band, and pretty much the results are very good. So I have no complaint. I can do DX, I can contact US, Brazil, here from Southeast Asia almost every day without any problem. So that's all for the shack. So this is an overview of the shack. Here there is mostly when I'm doing some soldering, modifying or building something, this is the corner. On here, this is when I'm going to use the station. So that's all. I wish you my best 73. Hopefully can see you very soon on the air. And take care, guys. This is a Victor 85 November Papa Victor going on QRT 73.